It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Gun. Cut.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fighting through, he's got space. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bengals at 1-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Herbert on 1st down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. breaks through the contact. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On one, ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now a third down and 8. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
After 1, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now here's Brad Robbins now.
On the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Gun. Got. 11 mighty. 11.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
12. 11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now Burrow changing things up here. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
First down, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement,
Here we go.
but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Chris Rumpf in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mixing up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. Trying the power game with Hand. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Now we're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Play action. It's Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12, 12.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. But what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chargers 41, Bengals 41.
This could be the turning point.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On second down, here's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On the counter, it's Spiller. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down, they'll run it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here.
I want my money back. No! This is just not funny.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this